Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. I have done some stuff while you were sleeping. Take a look at our new lovely bridge. It's basic. You know, just oak. Fences, things. It's a little crooked because that's the way the land was kind of formed. We jump up in the air and look at it. Like there was this little sticky outy piece and that little sticky outy piece, and then I thought it would be interesting if it were kind of off center. I also went around and found us some new friends. And I left this loaded overnight. I used one of our precious ender pearls to make a basic item collector. From, I believe, item collectors. Yeah, nope. Where's the basic? This one. Just pearl and 4 obsidian. Super easy. You can configure it up to, I think, like a 15 by 15. But I just put it here because I wanted eggs. Let's see how we did. Holy crap, we have eggs. Ooh, what's that? Rotten eggs. Oh, we can get those little like cockatrices, right? Oh, yeah. I can't remember how to hatch them. We'll have to look that up. Anyway, I have eggs so we can have chickens, so we can have feathers, because feathers is a resource. The iron farm sounds like it's still going. And I brought over some cows and sheep and pigs so we could have a farm. I don't know that we're going to do anything fancy or complicated with them, like maybe just fences for now. But hey, they're there. Our bone meal operation by using the seeds from the cabbage is going swimmingly. Farmer Winnie in the house. I leave one. Yes, I love it. And I think we're, full up on all of our trees and foods. And how's iron doing? 1.4K. Nice. The magic of chunk loading. That's all I gotta say. I have Earl Grey this morning. Decaf, of course. I have yet to take my first sip. It's been brewing because I was throwing together my thumbnail. Normally I do my thumbnail the night before. And today, I was just apparently not that organized yesterday. Good morning, Kirk. How goes it, friend? Hey, Ruth Inflatable Fan, how's it going? Welcome back. Hey yourself. We're doing all the things today. Hold on, I gotta resize some windows to get them out of my way. Because while it's important to look at whether or not the picture is there, I would much prefer to see your happy chats this morning. Okay, I went back to the nether. I did a bunch of mining for things and stuffs. We did regained quite a bit of our XP from my untimely death. What have I been cooking? The aluminum. Yes. I also made... What's on my back? I made... block generators and extractors, but let me show you the farm first because this is the Farmer Winnie episode. Are these ready? Yes. Can't not collect the fruit. It's just the way I am today. I think it's the bunny slippers that give us the hops. I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's go check out the farms because I made the harvester pylons. Haven't checked them. These aren't chunk loaded, but I did AFK for a bit. So here's what you do. You put your water in the middle of your field. Woo. Then you put this on top of it. Harvester pylon. Nope, that's the wrong one. They look very similar. It's just polished black stone. That's the reason that we needed it. Oh, you want me to link to the mod pack? It's in CurseForge called All the Mods 10. Should be pretty easy to find. So if you open up CurseForge, All the Mods 10, ATM 10, very, very common mod pack. Although that's a great idea. I should put that link in the video description. Kirk says he'll happy chat the next 2 hours. I may regret my decision. I mean, no, never happened. Anyway, harvester pylon, and if we look at its description, it harvests crops in a configurable radius around the pylon. It only goes up to a 9x9. You can place it in the water block or above it. I prefer it above. And you have to give it a hoe for it to work. Its current working status is on, and you can adjust the radius here. And it fills up the container that's attached to it. Okay, I did not chunk load these, so it was very slow. But we're getting crops, right? Automatically, which is fantastic. I cannot get this one to work. I don't know if it just doesn't like pumpkins. It says it's working. Its working status is on. It does not like me. Maybe... Let me clear all the pumpkins. Maybe I didn't have the settings correct. I have no idea. Also, why am I getting straw occasionally from harvesting crops? Like, it should harvest that. That new pumpkin. Why you no go? It might not be happy with pumpkins. Okay, we might have to find an alternative to pumpkins. This one is working great. I just put one of every, like, vegetable or oat or whatever that we had. Most of these are from Mama's Herbs and Harvest. I want to get the Pam's stuff going here. Pam's Harvest Craft. Although, that means breaking gardens out in the wilds. So we might do that. But the idea is because we're automatically farming, I shouldn't have to do more than one of each item out here. So we have plenty of room to expand as we find more things that need to be grown. I am growing hemp here, and we might have to add some more. I'm hoping we can put together a little windmill from immersive engineering by the end of the day, so that we can start generating some power. We could also do power from actually additions, but ideally that would require setting up an XNet, which I haven't even checked to see if it's in here. It is, thank God. It makes my life easier. I am doing great. Unless you're asking Kirk. Kirk, how are you this morning? My friend, how are the puppers? Can I make it multiplayer? I am on a server right now. Yes, it does. You can download server fires. Blah. You can make it multiplayer. It is a Java mod pack. You could go to, like, if you're playing with folks in your family, like on the same network, you could just open up the LAN and people could play it as long as you were on as well. But any of the server hosting places, like, none of their names come to mind right now. But if you just look up Minecraft server, I absolutely guarantee you that all the mods would be on the list of the mod packs they support. For sure. Okay, that's more sugar canes. I'm gonna save the rotten eggs. These are cockatrice spawn. I can't remember. I need the ice and fire instructions. Ice and fire. And there's a bestiary. There it is. Right now we don't have any pages because we haven't found any. Like, I'm pretty sure we haven't found any pages from Ice and Fire. And I'm sure there's stuff in the quest book about it. Storage, resources, modern industrialization. Let's see. It's under exploration. Wonder if one of our rewards is the book. Welcome to Ice in the Fire. Oh, now in the other. This mod adds countless monsters and mobs. Find the monsters all over the other. But be careful, not all of them are friendly. Oh, it's another world we have to go to. Dimension. That's cool. So maybe... Okay, we have to get a bestiary and a bestiary lectern, and that will open up the mod for that. I think that's going to be late game. Wow, 16 eggs. Thanks, game. That didn't use our rotten eggs. No, okay. I just can't remember if there's like a nest you hatch them in. I remember it's important to get them. They're little like grumpy birds that protect you. They're about the size of a wolf. I mean, basically they're a raptor. Okay. Ruth Kirk says, you feel much improved. You just got to figure out the sleep cycle. It's pretty chilly. You're nice and soft in a comfy sweater, but the chill is coming in. Ruth, this is my private server for streaming, so there's nobody else on here but me, and that's going to stay that way. So I don't have any way for other folks to join. You would want to join with creative. Well, you can definitely download the pack and mess around in creative with it. It would be very fun, I think. Okay, things that lead us to power. If we're going to go the immersive engineering route, we're going to do our usual... that means we need some tough fabric, which is sticks, and our industrial hemp. But it also, those sticks need to be treated. Oh, it'll take any stick? Really? So we don't need treated sticks, but we do need, for the windmill itself, I believe we needed treated wood. Yes, so windmill blades. We only need iron, but we need treated wood, planks, and sticks. And to get treated wood, we need to make a coke oven and a blast furnace, but mostly a coke oven, which is any brick, clay ball, and sandstone. Oh, I also reorganized our little workshop area, in case that was unclear. There's room behind it to add storage. I want to try to do that today. Also, storage and power. But let's do bricks. Oh, okay, so I don't have any sand left because I turned it all into glass. Because I'm a maroon. So we might have to run grab sand from an unsuspecting beach. Where's our closest, like, visible, like, over the top of this would be easy. Mr. Spooter, what are you doing? You know, it would be... Oh, there's a lot of creepers, too. We'll just leave y'all here. Maybe you'll despawn if I go far enough away. I didn't realize they were hanging out. Tamarind. There's also a beach over there. Let's, what are we doing? Why aren't you... Oh, boy. Okay, we crashed the server. First day out, trying to vein mine. So while you can play all the mods as a multiplayer... Wow. It crashed. I guess relog in. No. Hold on, we'll give it a second. Oh, there, I'm finally off. All the fruit trees really are cool. I love seeing Pam's Harvest Crafts back. I hope she's still the one developing it. I know she had some health issues for a while and we didn't see it for a couple of releases of Minecraft, but it's like, it's the OG. It's the OG food mod. Yeah, Ruth, the answer is no. This is strictly a world for my streaming. I don't allow even my friends on my streaming servers. Because as I was just about to say, despite all the mods being really fun, it is also a huge server hog. As you noted with our crash just now, just because I was trying to vein mine something. So it doesn't really like being multiplayer. It's huge. It's a huge pack. Talking to my admin, we had doubts about whether or not this was a good idea for me to stream this. And I was like, no, I want to do it. Ooh, we got a fine silk string. That'll come in handy. And 3 stacks of sand ought to do us for a minute. And let me repair my tools. Oh, I know. It sounds fun to play with other folks. I am in the process of working on a server for the community. It just is taking a while to get set up. Also taking a while to figure out what mod pack we're gonna let folks play. But that would be a survival server. So no creative. We do all the stuff the way the game, I mean, it's modded. It's super fun to do. Makes all the grind go away, mostly. Okay, why did I need sand? For sandstone. Yes. Let's do it. And I happen to know that I just need 9 of these sandstone. Okay, coke brick. Back. So you need 27 of these guys. And we need to make a hammer from immersive engineering, which I believe requires a piece of string, a piece of iron, and some sticks. We go to the right one, the engineer's hammer, 2 pieces of iron. It was wishful thinking. Although we have all the iron ever now. I also put upgrades in this. So we can have 65k iron stored in there before we need to worry about it overflowing. Okay, and then this guy is a little chonky. And I'm gonna put it... Weirdly, I'm gonna stick it like here by the water. Yes, you do need mob materials to progress. I know. It's fun to play with others. It's the gang of my friends that I hang out with. To this day are all people that I played games with on Minecraft servers. There we go. So we right-clicked with the hammer to create the coke oven, and all we need to do is stick some coal in here. So I've been making charcoal and saving my coal, because I believe the coke oven will only take coal. And slowly over time, this is going to produce creosote oil. And it's that creosote that's going to let us make treated wood. And in fact, I'm going to... Well, first I'm going to put some torches on top of this, because lighting up your base is important. But I'm also going to go to our map and click on claimed chunks and make sure that where I'm standing is claimed. Can we catch it? I think I just built it across chunks, of course. And if we shift click it, Okay, I'm gonna claim our gardens and the bridge as well. Okay, while that's cooking up, one of the things we want to do is make some fluid pipes, potentially. And I want to put these guys away. Like so. We want to make some fluid pipes and another tank to put that creosote oil in. And I'm going to use our little beginner pipes mod. The blue ones are fluid, and it is 2 buckets, redstone, and some iron. We grab some redstone and some iron. Can probably manage. That should be plenty for now. I don't know. I'm going to make one more set of these. So I don't want to have to craft them when I need them. Like, I only need one right now, however, comma. And then where did we put the little wrench? There it is. We should only need one of these. And I'm going to put our hammer back in crafted as well. And then we need a tank. A singularity tank, which is glass. You know what? I'm going to cook another thing of glass while we're thinking about it. I did upgrade one of our iron furnaces with a speed augment. Here it is. Because it was just stone, paper, sugar, and redstone. Now, this doubles the speed at which it operates, but it does also double the fuel use. But because I'm creating charcoal out of logs that we infinitely get from our little crop thing, in fact, I'm going to steal that. Oh, y'all are actual tiny coal. Okay, you can stay in there. I need these. There we go. So our fuel is free, so I don't have any problem cycling through that. Okay, singularity tank. We go tank. We look for it. I use this one because it's both the cheapest and the largest. We could use the mechanism storage tanks, like the basic fluid tank. Oh, they changed it. It's 32 buckets. Oh. I mean, it's the same price. It's 4 iron, but it also uses 4 redstone instead of none. Because this one just uses glass. So I guess it depends on your preference. The mechanism fluid tanks are very cool because they act like buckets as well. You can use them to bucket things in and out. So, it was pretty cool. I also want to get into just our things today. Just to start, like, make our first primal goo, which is just dirt, clay, sugar, and rotten flesh. And we only need one, I think. It's why I started growing the sugar cane. Let's see, dirt, clay. Here we go. First goo. And now that we have iron going, where are we gonna do this? I think right here. And then, so we can see it. And then I'm going to start making a bunch of iron blocks. So this needs to be fed. And we're going to feed it sugar. There's that sugar cane. And you'll see that slowly over time, iron blocks next to the goo will convert into what is it called? Ferrocore. And we need ferrocore ingots to get started with just our things. So a lot going on today. Mostly I want the fluid canister. Mostly I want some of the the activity blocks. Like the placer and the breaker and the clicker. Like in the sensor. Yeah, block breaker is not expensive at all. And their item collector is pretty cheap if you have the ferrocore. Okay, let's sleep. And then we're going to go make sure we're collecting the creosote out of our coke oven outside. Look, it's working good. Hopefully we don't have any critters out here. And I'm going to do this over here on this side. As my shovel breaks. That's a feature. Let's repair everything while we're in here. And give it some stone. You done? Nope. You would like one? Okay. Don't have a lot of room in the repair kit. Some days. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to put the pipe on the center block of this side. So let me show you. Like so. And I'm going to put the tank underneath it. Because they connect, right? This pipe only needs one block of space to connect. And then I'm going to take the pipe wrench from the pipe spawn and I'm going to shift right click on the container that I want to pull liquid from. So think of it as like an octopus suction cup. And we want to put the suction cup on the container we're trying to empty. The other side will just do its thing. See, it already has 8 buckets. So that's great. That should be enough to get us started on the wood that we need. And I'm going to... do we have a crafting table that is like keeps its items? I can't remember what we normally call that. Do you... There are many things. No. Okay, we'll just run it through. Crafting table. That's fine. And then I'm going to grab some more logs. We actually need planks to do this. And a bucket. So we'll empty our bucket. So if I take a bucket of creosote and I surround it with planks, I get treated wood planks. Super easy. A little bit manual right now, but it's early days. We'll make do. This should be enough to get us a starter windmill. If we have the sails. I think I need 1 stack of treated wood to begin. We'll see if we have. We have 8 buckets. That should be exactly enough to make 1 stack. What I'm hoping. I hear the dulcet sound of our golems perishing in the background. I think I save that in every series where I have an iron farm. And Kirk, I think I responded, yes, Kirk, you need the mob materials to progress. Yeah, we need to think about mob farm. That shouldn't be too far outside the realm of doability. This is, I would say, one of the most fun and most frustrating things about this mod pack is because it has every mod in it, I want to do all the things at once, and I find myself sometimes thrashing mentally over what I need to get done. Wow, this is producing it much faster than I'm used to, I think. Pretty sure we have one more bucket. Yeah, nice. 2 stacks of treated wood. That is plenty to get us started, and we will automate that next time. Hopefully. So let's see if we can make some windmills, even if we don't have enough string. So this is what we're headed for. The goal, and we need a bunch of windmill blades to get there. So I believe we need 8 per. And should we just start with 1? Koala. Good morning, friend. And we need a bunch of copper too. We'll also need are they called pliers? I can't remember what they're called. If we look at immersive engineering, they have maybe they're called wire cutters. Engineers wire cutters. We need a pair of those as well as our hammer. Because we're also going to need to make some ways of moving electricity around. So we'll need to make some LV wire coil. Should have put all these in a chest for y'all to look at. We'll need a kinetic dynamo, which is where we attach the windmill to collect the power. We'll need to make iron mechanical components to do that. Iron plates, which we can make with a hammer and iron. We could also make a metal press. I don't think we're there yet. And then a place to collect energy. So we could use an LV accumulator. Yep, lead plate, engineering block. Oh wait, do we need, nope, just iron. That's great. So think of this as a battery. And then a kinetic dynamo. We're going to need to make a bunch of these. So it's all iron instead of steel. Like some mod packs have this as steel-based recipes. I'm very glad that this does not. Okay, let's get that out of our way. And I don't need our pipe wrench right now. I do need clay and terracotta to make the last thing we need, which are the items you connect the wires to in immersive engineering. And they are these little guys, LV wire connectors. So we need to make some of those. And relays, because the wires only reach about 16 blocks. So this is a lot of copper and a lot of terracotta. The good news is we have a metric ton of copper. And I have terracotta. So let's make 16 of those. And 16 of those. Wow, that's bang for your buck on those. I love it. We're going to need LV wire coils, which is copper wire. Oh, So we do need a metal press. Really? Hold on. No. Yeah, okay. Copper plates with engineer wire cutters. I was like, I don't think so. Okay, so we just need our engineer's hammer back to make some plates. So I'm going to turn half a stack of copper into plates. And probably maybe 16 iron into plates. You know what? Let's just make a whole stack of copper plates. I have a feeling we're going to need them. So LV wire. We put these here. That makes 32. Or, you know what? Let's just do the whole stack. I can make more plates if we need it. So now we can make a bunch of coils, which is great. Let's make some treated sticks with our treated wood. I think we just get away with a stack. And let's make some windmill blades. So that's enough to make 2 windmills. Let's start there. So there's 2 windmills. Let's make a kinetic dynamo. We need a copper coil for that. And then what do we need in an LV accumulator? We need some lead plates, a basic engineering block. I think I have lead. Yes, we do. So we'll use our hammer to make our plates for that one. And we need an iron mechanical component, which I don't think I have, but I do have engineering blueprint. So this is an engineer's blueprint, which we will need to make an iron mechanical component. But first, we're going to need to make an engineer's table, which I believe requires some treated wood. These are the things I did not pick up in the village. I was like, oh no, we could totally make that. Here we go. Engineer's workbench. That's what we need. So I need some treated wood slabs, a treated wood fence, and an engineer's crafting table. So let's make some slabs and a fence. Am I out of sticks? Can I use regular sticks? No. There's the fences. You'll have to go away for a second. Oh, I need more sticks. There we go. And then there's that. Nice. So this little guy, we put the blueprint that we want to make things from into it. And so you can see the blueprint on it. And now we want an iron mechanical component, which is 2 iron plates and 1 copper ingot. And so we can make a bunch of those. And now I should be able to make... Oh, need redstone. Also, don't need those anymore. Kinetic dynamo, boom. LV accumulator, now we need a bucket of redstone acid, which is just a bucket of water with some redstone. Very easy. And in fact, there we go. Okay, so that means we have all of these things. Also, the engineer's crafting table is quite nice because it does hold items and you can put items in storage in it. We might make one of those. Let me make some more slabs and some more sticks. Because this is a crafting table that will hold items and it might be a nice alternative to our little vanilla one here. Nice. Let me show you what I mean. See how you can... So we could have put all of our little things that we needed for crafting in here, and it would use them. So whatever project we have, we can put all the crafting materials, which is very nice. Very nice, until we get some automation. Well, how are you this morning? Or this evening? Hope you're doing good. Hope the fam is doing good. Oh, look, our iron converted to ferrocores, so I'm gonna break that. And we get raw ferrocore, which we need to stick in a furnace to turn into ingots. Like so. I'm gonna go ahead and put more iron in there. Alexa, stop. I don't know why. She always yammers. Gonna make some more. And because this block of primal goo is not telling me it needs fuel, we don't have to feed it right this second. Okay, the next thing we need are sails. I'm gonna put our treated wood in here and put these two things in my pocket. And I don't think we need those right this second. So we have our windmill, the kinetic dynamo, the LV accumulator, some wire, and then wire connectors and wire relays. This little row is all we need to set up a windmill. But I'm also going to try to make a bigger battery. And to do that, I'm going to use mechanism, I think, because the basic energy cube... Oh, wait, do we have steel? We don't. How hard is steel to make? Steel dust is iron with coal and a hammer. That's kind of expensive. Can I use charcoal with that? No. How do we do cheap steel? Aha. Enriched iron and metallurgic infuser. Okay, so we need power. And we need to make a metallurgic infuser, which we totally can. We just need osmium, which I happen to have, and a little bit of redstone, and a little bit of iron. So metallurgic and 2 furnaces. I have one. There's another one. I hear... Oh, I was like, I heard a ghost sound. It was the ferrocore converting. Nice. Let's give you some tiny charcoal to continue cooking. And there's our ferrocore. Nice. Just Dire Things is on the way. What if we can upgrade our goo? I mean, we did go to the nether. So blaze bloom goo is nether wart and blaze powder and redstone. Yeah, let's upgrade our goo. We have all those things. Because I went, I was going to show you fun things. I know I have a ton of crap in my inventory. Let's take a quick break. Because I mentioned going to the nether. Look what I did. We have a blaze spawner. So I put a waystone here. I'm in that strange black tower that's like right near our spawn. And it has a blaze spawner in it. And we'll wait for another couple. Come on. You can never have too many blazes. I took all the loot out of here. It wasn't that hard to get down here. Someday, okay, whatever. Then right below it, like I went down a couple levels. If we come down here, this is way more dangerous than the blazes, I think. There is a hoglin spawner. So we can farm hoglins for their drops. See? Pork chop. But also leather occasionally. Ew, I thought that was cool. I need a better sword with looting on it. But blaze is super easy. Hi, guys. I mean, despite the fire. See? 2 blaze rods. All the death. And it's just a hop and a skip from home. Yay. So, we solved the blaze rod problem. Now, you know, well, eventually I'll go stand there and use Ars Nouveau to create a mob farm, and we'll get blaze rods automatically. But we have them, which is great. Okay, upgrading the goo. That was on my list. Let's see. 2 nether wart, which is also... What did I do with nether stuff? Did I put in mob drops? I don't know. I don't. Did I put it in bling? Oh my god, I didn't dream that, right? We got nether wart. Do I just have inventory blindness? I may. Aha! I put it in the fruit thing. Because I'm a silly person. There we go. It's like, where the heck is this? Kirk says you feel primal. You've started a fire in the wood burning stove. That's pretty cool, dude. That, you know, that was I grew up spending my summers on my grandparents' farm. And then we would many times go there for the holidays. And there was nothing better than sitting on the back porch, because there was a wood burning stove. Wood burning stove in the living room. Like, it's an old farmhouse, like turn of the century, before the turn of the century. Like, just a railroad, like a big main hallway with rooms off to the right and left. 3 big bedrooms, a bathroom, and a kitchen. That was it. And so the parlor was like where the big dining table was. So the living area was actually a covered back porch, a screened in back porch on the back of the house. And that's where we spent most of our time. You know, 2 ancient sofas and an easy chair and a tiny black and white TV. Oh, nostalgia. But that wood burning stove in the winter, that was the coziest room I had ever experienced. Okay, the goo is set up. I want to put some blocks of iron on. I also want to make some... Do we have enough gold to do this? Maybe. Let's do it anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I want to make some blaze gold. Okay, windmill. All the things. Let's think about this. We can move power around anywhere. But I think what we're going to do is say powered things are going to be up here to start. I have visions of extending the base this direction. Like, what are you doing, stinker? Just going this way with a build of some kind. But for now, I think we just want to keep the windmill on top of this. Do I need more wood? I probably need more wood and some ladders. Hold on. Let me get a little more prepared for this, because I don't want to be up here and not have the resources. Normally I would do this. Oh, you know what we could do is make it fancy. With a chipped carpenter table. Make our wood interesting. We just need a piece of iron, an iron axe, and a crafting table. Let's see. I don't think I have any random iron axes running around. Nope. Let's do that. And we need a piece of iron and a crafting table. Carpenter's table from Chipped is super cute. Okay, we can make fancy logs. I think I want fancy planks. Do we want spruce? We have spruce here. Do we? The collective, the ubiquitous we. Kirk says it's very cold in the mountains right now. Yeah. Didn't you just have snow? Or you're in the middle of snow? Possibly. Okay, let's try this. What kind of awesome spruce can we use? Like is there some kind of column? Thin spruce planks. Let's create any fancy wood. Oh, you can compress them. That's pretty cool. Look at all this stuff. Reinforced spruce log. Maybe the planked spruce log is what we want. Center cut. I like planked. Right? To go up, up, and away. Oh my goodness, there's so many options. There's spruce plank shipping crate. I just want something that looks interesting up in the sky, right? Let's do that. Let's do another one. We don't necessarily get... We get higher wind speeds at higher elevations. Although there's a nice, like, balance. Not too high. Let's see. Not like Vintage Story where you have to be at a minimum height. There we go. No, I have all this wood in my inventory that I don't need. That's fine. And some flint. Yep. And ladders. Let's see. Do I have any? No. Why would I have any? But I do have sticks. Sticky sticks. More ladders. Why? Sometimes crafting is like, I can't get my hands to move in the right way. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Now we're ready. Maybe, possibly. We're gonna go... I don't think we're gonna put this on the front. I think what we want to do is hide the bulk of the mechanics inside. And go straight up through the roof. Okay, we're up above 100. That should give us max speed on these. I need one more kinetic dynamo, but we'll deal with that later. I'm going to give us a little bit of room. I'm going to put the kinetic dynamo here. That should put the black... See how the black circle's facing out? That's what you want to put your windmill on. Even without sails, it will spin and it will generate electricity, okay? Which is good. Now what we're going to do is try not to kill ourselves. And make a little platform down here because we need to put an LV wire connector on this. And then run the cable down. I don't want it too close to me. We're gonna run we have to connect like physical wires, right? Yay, birds on a wire. So it's producing. Okay, it's live, which means it is pulling electricity from here. Normally I would run this from the top and straight down, but I kind of like the way it looks to do this way. And then I'm going to kind of gently make my way down this pillar. Like so. And put another connector probably here. That should be... And if I were really smart, I would actually use my scaffolding, because that would have been smarter to begin with. Sorry, staircase. You have to go away for a second. So I can run this wire. Ow! Definitely a live wire. Don't hit it with your face. Ooh, okay. My jump is a little excessive today. So we take the LV wire. Okay, we're right clicking the first one and we're going down to where it needs to be connected and right clicking that one and see how it's connected. Woo. And for every windmill that we put on each side, we'll do the same. So eventually we'll have 4 wires that come down to this level that have to go into the house. So, you know, rain might be a problem, but it's fine. Oh no, this one, this is problematic. Ah, it's all right. We may redo the design of our roof to hide this. Minecraft building, it's all about compromise. Okay, and then this one also needs to be connected. I think if I right click this right now and jump down here and put another one like here, it'll connect up. Yes, beautiful. And I don't think we care if it's floating down here. I'll make something else up. What I want to do is put the battery basically, oops, right underneath. And the battery needs an actual wire connector on each side so that we can put electricity into it. And we also need to use our hammer and tell the wire connector that it needs to accept electricity on those sides. And the way we do that is right-clicking it until we see blue. So orange is output, blue is input. So I need all of these sides to be blue because it'll be accepting electricity. And we do that, and then we can watch this fill up with power. Yay! Now, that speed is just ridiculously slow, right? So we're going to fix that by putting up 4 more windmills and gather our blaze gold here. Put our stuff away real quick. We turn y'all into planks? No. Okay, making sails. That's how we make it go faster. So more windmills, but then also add sails to the existing windmills because that'll make it spin faster. And to do that, we need more of these industrial hemps. Am I getting more seeds from them? No. Oh, our first rain. I don't think it's rained since we've been on the server. Bloop, bloop. So if I clear my inventory real quick. It's our extra windmill. All I want to have are the strings and some sticks. So we'll take all this industrial hemp, which we could probably grow more to make it go faster. That's all right. I need to go load those chunks. So the sails, I have to look them up, don't I? There they are. Each sail requires 6 of the tough fabric. And the tough fabric is 8 hemp around sticks. So 50 is not bad to start. So that's 8 sails. That is our whole... I think that's the whole first windmill. Also, when it's storming, our... I didn't use my ladders. When it's storming, the windmill goes faster, too. We're just going to go straight up and poke through the roof. Thank goodness for scaffolding. Like, I don't know what we did before scaffolding. I guess there was just a lot of ladders. See how much faster that goes? Nice. I don't have my engineer's goggles or I'd be able to see how much per tick it produces. I believe it's around 40 RF per tick. More in a storm. But we can definitely go down and watch the battery fill up and you'll see how much faster it's filling. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, it looks like about 40 per tick. So a tick is, there are 20 ticks in a second. So every second, it's 20 times 40 RF. So 8,000 RF. 20 times 40, right? Because 4 times 20 would be 80. Nope, 800 RF. It's not bad. So look, it filled up 100,000 RF. Or FE, this is forge energy. Same thing, that's just units of power in modded Minecraft. And then we're going to put a bigger battery right underneath this so that it touches it. I hope I can make its bottom. I hope I can pull energy from the bottom. We'll see. I think that's right. I definitely need to put the torch back in here. We'll leave the scaffolding up for now. I'll just make more. Making the more of the scaffolding because I have the technology of string. With one left over. Always. Always with the one left over. Okay, we'll put these in crafted. Now we need to hook up. How am I going to hook up the metallurgic infuser? I'll have to use... Should we make energy pipes from our little pipes mod? I think we should. So we need some redstone and some iron. Iron in my backpack. These are great starter pipes. And we'll see if we can get them to pull energy from that block. I don't know if we can. We'll try. So if I stick my metallurgic infuser here, do you get power? No. No. Okay, so I'm going to have to use one of the sides because that's how we get power in and out. And if I put it here, I could put a pipe here and here. And do like that, and now... No, why are you not getting energy? That's weird. Back energy. Input. Why no get? Oh, because remember how I said we clicked the side of this to say it was getting energy input? We need to change the direction and change it to orange so that it is outputting energy. It's all about inputs and outputs. There we go. Our metallurgic infuser now has power, which means we should be able to make steel. We should be able to take a little coal and a little iron. So, enriched iron is just iron that's been, I believe. Yep. It's just iron that's been run through with coal. And then we do the same thing with the enriched iron to get steel. So you run the enriched iron back through it with more coal, and it gives you steel. Wow, that's going to take... I think we can use charcoal for this. Let's hope. Let us hope. I'm also going to put some more iron blocks on our goo here. So, as you upgrade the goos, the same recipes are still available. So, this is still going to make ferrocore, even though the goo has been upgraded to blaze goo. What changes are the things you can make with it. So if we look at it, it's like you make primal coal, blaze ember, blaze gold. We've made some of that. All kinds of different liquids. Raw eclipse aloe. Oh no, we have to have better goo for that. Goo spreading. These are all the things blaze goo can make. These are all the things shadow pulse goo can make. And then these are all the things void shimmer goo can make. So our next upgrade needs 4 ender pearls and some dragon's breath. Wow. Can we get that any kind of cheesy way? I can turn bottled darkness into dragon's breath with nature's aura. Where do I get bottled darkness? I feel like you have to do it in the end, but we could just sneak in there and get it. Haha. Oops. I ran out of charcoal. I'm still using the tiny charcoal because it makes me feel better about not wasting resources. Despite us now having... We're going to go put charcoal in there. Upstairs. And you can cook that. We need elevators. Yeah, there we go. Fill that up. This is very slow, but we have plenty of electricity to run it. Okay, I'm going to take these 16 and run them back through and get some steel. And then we'll leave the rest of it to run. I was going to show you all the no rain on a Winnie server. Yeah. I may sometimes turn off weather when I'm streaming because it can be a little overwhelming. I was going to show you all the time in a bottle recipe because it shocked me. Look at this shenanigans. I need a Neptunium pickaxe, which means we have to fish. I need a Vengeance pickaxe from Evilcraft, which I have never done. I need a Fluix pickaxe from Applied Energistics. That's not hard. Productivity Omega from Productive Bees. A speed upgrade. We can do that. Productivity Omega from Productivity Gamma. We need Hearts of the Sea. Unobtainium Nuggets. Like, what the actual crap? For time in a bottle. Blaze Gold Pickaxe. Woo, we can do that right now. Why can't I go back? I wish you could go back. And Easnium Pickaxe? This is occultism. I have no idea how to do this. Like, there's ore found in the nether. Only visible while the status third eye is active. Oh, so that shouldn't be too hard. I just don't know what you need to mine it. But come on. Like, the bee upgrades in here. Like, the speed upgrade's not hard, but the productivity omega, let's hope that we just, like, get those as a drop from something. Fluix is not tragically hard. We're going to start with Certus Quartz. We have to have a Fluix upgrade and a Fluix block. Like, it's just, like, crafty. Vengeance, I have no idea. Hardened Blood Shard with Dark Sticks. Hardened Blood. In a drying basin. Oh, we could do that. Blood? How do I get blood in a drying basin? Oh, I can squeeze undead leaves and get hardened blood shards. Where do I get undead saplings? Undead sapling. I can use a blood infuser and infuse a dead bush. That's cool. Blood infusion core, need dark power gems, need hardened blood shards to get there. Okay, really? I feel like this is going to be easier. How do we get blood in Evil Craft? Blood pearl. Oh, I did notice that, are y'all done? You are. Let's do more. And then all we'd have to do is cook these, I think, and we get steel. Which would be lovely. Steel. Stealing it! Yay! Can't remember why we needed it, but that's exciting. Oh, I know, because I wanted to make a better power storage for our, yeah. We need the, energy cube from mechanism. So I want to save that so we can make it. I just not save that. There we go. Okay. So that's why we needed the steel, the osmium, the glass. Let's see. Osmium, glass, I'm sure a bunch of iron, a bunch of redstone. I think we need gold. So energy cube. There's the steel casing. We need 2 energy tablets. We need infused alloy, which is redstone infused copper. We're going to need a lot of this. If we were super smart, we would make another metallurgic infuser and use it. Like this. Since we have, quote unquote, plenty of power. What the fuck? That's insane. No Man's Sky patch out this morning. That means there's a new, it's the new expedition. They're running expeditions every 2 weeks, remember? So they're super fast to turn around. Okay, that one's got power. That should be enough to do all the copper. How are we doing? Yeah, that's gonna consume the power for sure. We aren't quite gonna be able to keep up. That's okay. We may go ahead and put our other windmill up there. Let's do it. I lost my... Since we already have scaffolding on this side, we might as well. I say that, I'm about to block it, but that'll be fine. Can I... Oh, I need another... Yeah. First, I need another kinetic dynamo. Hold, please. That's exciting. I think I'm going to do the new... whatever the next expedition... Tomorrow, maybe? Either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. I have a lot I want to do. A lot of non-Minecraft stuff I want to do this weekend. What did I say? I needed to make another one of these. I think I need clay. Possibly. Kinetic dynamo. Nope. I just need the iron mechanical component, which we made a bunch of. Yes, yes, there they are. Oh no, we're out of room. Gimme, gimme, gimme. That's more ferrocore. Energy cube. I gotta go do the things. Let's set this up while we're waiting. Right? 'Cause that's what I'm waiting on is this. Infused alloy. Ta-da! The alloy that started it all. But first we need the windmills that started it all. Is Winnie doing her same thing by always starting with windmills? Yes! I mean... Oh goodness, that could have been bad. I just want to replace this first block with spruce. Like you do. We're actually going to do this and then this. And make sure our little spinny thing's in the right place. And then I'm going to delete this so I can go up and down this ladder. And put the little wire connector. Hopefully without falling. Oh god, that jump on my thing is a little sketch. Where did we put the other wire? I think we put it like right there. So if I were to right click you and then go down underneath. And scoot out a little and right click you. Oh, you're in the way. Okay, that's fine. There we go. And then this one. Go down to that one. And then this one goes down to this one. And now it's getting 2 windmills worth of power. Nice. We now have positive on our power despite running 2 metallurgic infusers at the same time. How are you doing on stuff? Pretty good. How are you doing? Terrible. Have some more. There we go. This one's almost done. Nice. And as soon as we have enough hemp, we'll make more sails for that other thing. But I think now I can finally make a better battery. Better battery. It's just going to hold a lot more. We're going to need a bunch of those. I'm going to try to go up to the second tier. There we go. Basic energy cube stores 1.6 million. Advanced stores 6.4. Elite stores 26, which would be nice. For this we need diamonds and infused alloy. How are we on the diamond front? You know what? Not bad. But I noticed this in my other. This is where, let's see, the elite. It has to be diamond dust or an enriched diamond. What's an enriched diamond? Does that just chuck it in there? In an enrichment chamber? I mean, we could do that. I need a basic control circuit, which is osmium infused with redstone. I'm very light on the osmium this round. Like, in the mining, I just haven't found as much. So let's do 8 of them. Because we're going to need them. And I'll throw the enriched iron back in there to make more steel. So it looks like we used it all. Jeez, Louise. Good times. Power! We have power! Also, let's go see what it looks like from out there. I want to try to use, we need to close up the front of the house so we don't have to see the ugly pole. Does that look terrible? No, that looks kind of cool. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff before it's all over. This beam marker, I keep... can you hide all? There we go. I set a home on that other one. I'm not sure I'm a fan. That's good. Eventually there'll be 4. I might make the roof a little bit fatter at the top. It's nice to have all that space in there. But maybe we'll make it more barn-shaped this direction. So that we actually are covering a lot of that. Super boring, still in plain old oak wood, but you know, give us a chance. We'll eventually make the roof. We'll make our materials different. Okay, the real question is, should I go ahead and upgrade to an elite power? I think the answer is yes. Let's go cook some more steel. Oops. Nope. More charcoal. 8 turns into 64. Nice. And I don't think we need our clay anymore. Let me get rid of things I don't think we need right this second. Probably going to need the redstone. I think we're done with the immersive engineering parts and pieces. Yes, probably going to need those. Somehow I've managed to end up with extra scaffolding. And I don't need that on me right now. Okay, elite energy cube. Advanced, what do we have? A basic. No, we have an advanced. Okay. So there's the advanced. Advanced makes an elite. So we need 2 more of these. That's doable. Right. And 4 reinforced alloys. So what did we say an enriched diamond was? We need an enrichment chamber. We can totally do that. I just need some glass. Steel casing. 2 iron. And it needs to be powered. And we need 4 diamonds. Yes, yes. So it can go right here. It's getting powered. It just needs to put the diamonds in it. And now we wait patiently for things to process because we can't afford a time in the bottle because the recipe is ridiculous. I'm just saying. Okay, Kirk. We'll be waiting. I need to sleep. Spent a lot of time in the dark today doing things and stuffs. What do I keep saying? I keep saying I'm going to chunk load the garden so that we get a lot of stuff. Let's do that. Okay, it is, there we go. Chunk load those 3. Like you do. How are we doing on creosote oil? This is what's amazing. Look, 116 buckets of it. And our coal coke is done. And we have blaze powder and things. So let's go ahead and make... We can make steel another way, and that's kind of where we're going here. If we make blast bricks, which is just nether brick, regular brick, and magma blocks. Did I get magma blocks? I have 5. We need 9. Hummity hum. Well, let's go grab some from the nether. Let me make the elite energy cube real quick. So this can be gathering energy. Should I dump the redstone? I think we're gonna dump the charcoal because it's cheaper. Redstone's kind of valuable. Just saying. What else have I been cooking in here? Ferrocore. Probably should do another round of terracotta. We're gonna need the coal coke to make steel. Do I have... I do have netherrack. So let's get that going. There we go. And as soon as the steel is done over here... 2 more! We're just gonna need 4 of these. So we're gonna put our enriched diamond over here in the infusion part. So I'm gonna click dump to empty this. Put enriched diamonds over here, and then put our 4 infused alloy in the other side. I drank the last of my tea, which is very sad. Okay, I do want to start the slow steel processing as well. Mostly because I like immersive engineering. And it wouldn't be a Winnie kitchen sink playthrough of the kitchen sink packs if I didn't have all the immersive engineering stuff up and running. Okay, we still have... I feel like we still have enough for 4 more of those. I'm going to go ahead and do that. do. Do 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 do. Basic, advanced, elite. I just need 2 gold. Amazing. 1 elite energy cube holding 25.6 million RF. Okay, so I want this energy cube. I feel like I need another LV accumulator. What? You can't have more than 1 power source go into... Like, can I not? Hold on. Let me grab the hammer. I could have sworn you could make the bottom of this give you power. But maybe I'm wrong. Opposite side, energy input. Energy output. Okay. So it's not affecting those. So I just need 2 LV accumulators maybe. Or I can just have 1 go in. Okay, well, we're just going to do it the cheesy way right now, which is that is orange for out. And I'm going to stick the big energy cube next to it. And it's going to drain it dry, right? But then this will slowly fill up with energy over time. And if we make sure that the bottom is output, then we can put all of our cables down there and everything will still get power. Perfect. And we have more cable if we need it to put more stuff on. Okay, that'll work. So I can still set up... I can probably just hook up this windmill to the top of this energy cube and call it a day once we make the other 2. Which I'll probably do off camera between streams because y'all see me do this. That's not hard. Let's go see if we have enough hemp to make the sails for this next one. Or we could use our crazy bone meal supply to just make enough hemp. Let's do that. There's a reason I make the bone meal, so we can shortcut things. Like so. So will this... So it's kind of harvesting some of it. And then I'm doing the rest. So we need to look at ways to make crops grow faster. So Zycraft has some cool growth blocks that could probably help with that. Right? Are we getting straw sometimes? I'm excited about that because normally we don't get straw, but it's cool. We're going to need that for stuff. Give me that. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with straw. Like make better farm soil that grows things faster. I think we get a 10% increase with the farm soil from Farmer's Delight. Oh dear. Oh dear. Didn't mean to do that. We'll leave some of it for aesthetics. There we go. Thanks, rice seeds. Okay. Hemp, hemp, hemp all the time. I need to make this. That's 10 fabric. Oh, I ran out of sticks. I was like, why? Why are we not making more of this? Okay, the good news is all of this can go in there. I want the hemp. Y'all are crafted. You need to be cooked. You need fuel. We'll just put all the fuel in there. And I need more sticks. Let's take some leftover wood here. Make a bunch of sticks. Make a bunch of this. Ooh, look at all that. Lovely. There are 8 sails. And 4 more. We'll hang out of those for the next windmill. In the meantime, I'll go up here and we can put these on. And it can go faster and give us more power. Like we want. Nice. Really should get my goggles. Let's see. Let's see. Engineer goggles. Trackman goggles. Maybe they're not called goggles. I really thought we had accumulator backpack. Skyhook defenders. Skyhooks are fun. There should be a meter. Faraday helmet? I could have sworn there was a thing that lets you see the status of stuff in your immersive engineering network. Date cells, you can see it with transformers. Multimeter. Maybe that's what we need to make. So it's a compass and then stick in some you know what we don't have up here is torches. That seems very bad. Oop. I just want a torch up on the top of this. There we go. Let's go down, down, down. Because we really don't want like a creeper spawning up there and falling on our head. That would just be not zesty. Not zesty at all. Wow, we made a lot of achievements today. I think what we'll do towards the end of the episode is get all of our rewards and see what we got. Backpack, bucket. I don't need you right now. I need that because we still want to make blast bricks. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna super quick run into. Where's my cobble? Run into the nether and grab some more magma blocks. Goodness, fell in a hole. Because apparently there were millions around us and I didn't get any. Like, look at them all. Look at them all. If we can stand close enough that they'll come into our inventory. Like maybe here. There we go. We don't need many. We really only need 9, but I'm going to grab just a couple. Also. Carnelian ore. Give me that. Harvest speed 7. Gold digger 2. That's cool. I'm going to look at all the gems. When we made the last Silent Gears set that I made, we did not have silenced gems as a part of that pack. And I am curious. Do we need more soul sand while we're here? I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't get some, because we're going to need it to make solium. So it'll get consumed. It's in my collector thing. This storage unit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 279. That'll do us. Probably. I gotta say, like, I don't want to jinx myself, but I would like to say that I really appreciate that this nether is not impossible. That, sure, there's fun things and stuff is always trying to smack you in the face, but it's not, like, completely impossible to navigate. Ooh, what are you? Brimwood logs. Brim sprout nylem. All kinds of tempting... I do have lava walker boots. Oh, we need to enchant all the things. We need to make the super silent gear of stuff. I get distracted every time I'm in here. As you do. Because there's so many fun things to get. And harvest. Like, how did I miss these gold blocks over here? What is this? Ah! Hi. Oh, thanks. Like, why? Why is that a thing? What is this? What do you spawn? Zombified piglins. Let's set up a gold farm. How did I miss this? We need all this. All the things. Weathered copper horse. A tablet of recall. Ice spikes. More netherwort. I need all the things. Okay, we don't need the cabbage seeds or the boots. We'll take the whirly sprig. Thanks, guys. Zombie piglins farm. Who knew? More crimson iron. Ouch. More magma blocks. Perfect. Aghast. Aghast, me hearties. Oh, that wither skeletons with... Look. Hi! Oops, I missed. Now you're not close enough to hit. You could... No! Not set me on fire. That'd be great. I don't have very much in the way of... Yep. Okay. Bam. Okay. That's it's good enough for now. Got our magma blocks. That's all I really care about. Gems, quartz, wither skeleton bones. This will be useful in Ender IO machines. I don't know where rope went. Probably in here. And these, Elira's Diary, part 1 and 2. Maybe someday we'll be cozy and it'll be snowing and we'll sit down and read all that. Nice. Okay, magma blocks. And the nether brick should be done. And the regular brick. Okay, let's make some blast bricks. Which are these? We only need 27 of them. What were we missing? I need 4 more. $27. And our hammer. And the coal coke. And a stack of iron. Important ingredients. In the rain. So we'll leave a couple blocks of space. Make another little 3x3 cubby. It's a 3x3x3 multi-block, just like the coke oven. And we're going to right-click it with our hammer. And it has an interface. You use the coal coke as the fuel and iron as the item you're cooking. And that will turn that into steel very slowly over time. Which is great. Hello, Bob. How's it going? What do you have for us today? Ooh, a sapphire. 3 emeralds for diamonds. That's not a bad trade, actually. A hither-thither wand. Oh, that's a portal gun. No, I think we actually have... We have a ton of emeralds. From all of our village raiding and mining and all the things, those ore blocks that are kind of... I'm just going to take some diamonds from you, bud. I don't know that I need sapphires. Torah jewelry, no. Enchantability 28. It's only level 2. Armor 18. Yeah. But it's cool that you sell silenced gems. I think that's awesome. Nice. We're 5 diamonds richer. Dirt. Crafted. Wow. All the things. I'll deal with this inventory shenanigans later. Let me just grab our bling out of it. So we can take stock. 10 blocks of gold. Won't say no to that. That's a nice find. Gonna need to work on quartz. Okay, the other thing I wanted to look at. I want to get our loot from all our rewards, but I also want to take a look at things we can generate, especially with the Zycraft machine extractors. So, remember we found aluminum, and we have plenty of pointed dripstone, so I just made these. The item port is just a chest with 2 tiny gold nuggets. So they're really, really cheap. We had plenty of kivy. We found that in our mines. And a piston. And the things that they can do are amazing. Like, if I could ever find an amethyst geode, if we put them on top of a budding amethyst with water, we get amethyst shards, which is cool. We can automatically generate andesite, which I'm very interested in. but mostly I want to generate Certus quartz dust. Because we can use that to make silicon. So if we have infinite Certus quartz, we could get storage up and running. Now, I think we can move Certus quartz buds with cardboard boxes. Right? From mechanism? I just need any kind of sawdust. Correct to choose mechanism. Immersive. What's immersive engineering sawdust from? Hold on. Okay, mechanism, we need a precision sawmill, which is not undoable. Let's totally make that. I think that's the fastest way to do it. So we need a little steel, little redstone, little iron, a little of these. Where did those go that we made? Are they being crafted? Infused alloy. I think they're still being crafted. I dreamed that. No, that's reinforced. These. Oh, are osmium. Did I use them all? Do I have inventory blindness? I feel like I just put them somewhere weird. Nope. Maybe we used them all. We might have to do this another day. Oh, no, there they are. See, inventory blindness. Always. It's a thing. And a little glass. Oh, no. Do I have enough osmium? I don't think I do. Do we have any more osmium at all? Period. Nope. I got nothing. And I think we need one piece to make a machine casing. We do. Rude. Okay. Oh my. Next time. That's for moving. Okay, we'll put that on our list for moving Certus quartz when we need to. The other thing I want to look at, not just Certus quartz, but cobblegen, water and lava over cobblestone. And I don't think it consumes the lava. I was looking at the iron block generators. I think they consume the lava. We'll definitely set up the dragon egg. We can make dragon's breath if we have a dragon head, which is cool. But Fluix dust is the other one. Because we'll need that for the flux networks. Flux dust for the flux networks. Just obsidian and a charged redstone crystal block. Which I think we can do with power. We can also do it with the reaction chamber in AE. Worth looking at. What's the other thing that I was just like, oh, we could do this. Oh, here we go. A campfire over reinforced obsidian with cobbled deep slate gives us grains of infinity for Ender IO. So I don't have to stand down at bedrock and generate grains of infinity. So reinforced obsidian is dark steel obsidian with some grains of infinity. Okay. So we gotta start down there. Okay, we might do that next time. We just go down and set bedrock on fire, and it gives us grains of infinity. And then ice generation is super nice. Kiwi generation. Moss. Just need a bone block underneath stone. Make moss blocks. That'd be an excellent building thing. You know what? I think I have a handful of moss blocks. I do. And we could use our brain and go to sleep because there's bad things outside. What is even... Why do I hear a horse? Oh, is that just Bob circling the house? Possibly. Let's make a bone block. A bone block. Like this. And a storage drawer, which I think I have one randomly in here. I do. And that. And what else does that need to be over the top of? Nope. Where's moss? Look, we can make netherrack from gravel with lava. Like, this, everything. Here it is. Okay, bone block with stone. So I just need some stone. And I don't really know where to do this. We don't have a basement, but we can always move it. Let's just, it's moss production, so let's just stick it here. So if we put our bone block and our stone. And then 4 moss blocks. And then the kivy thing. And it's making its little orange things. It says, yes, I'm happy. Do you just make moss? You do. Holy crap. Just making moss blocks like you do. Ha ha. Okay, can you tell we're going to go a little bit green in the build? I love it. I love it. We should probably upgrade that. If I had some copper. That is functional storage, which is this kind of upgrade. Okay, so I need a storage drawer and 2 chests to do that. I think I would remember that. Give me... Yeah, upgrade. Wood's basically free, so I don't care what kind of drawer we use. Bob. Okay, and that way we can have 16K instead of 4K. Which is nice. So that is chunk loaded. That should just generate stuff forever. Well, yes, I want more bone meal, please. It's really, like, I literally, like, we could just bone meal all the onions. Am I ever going to use that many? No. Let's turn them into bone meal. They're just going to keep growing. Nice. Okay. And up above our head is power. And a llama's rear end. Thanks, guys. Really, for sure.
Oh, thank you all very much for watching. Welcome back, Kirk. Just in time for me to say goodbye.
If y'all enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. It helps me out. I really appreciate it. And in the meantime, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody.